morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kurojiri, your resident holly jolly tinkerer and Medarotter here, with the Medarot News Network, bringing you all the latest developments and happenings with our favorite pet fighting robot series. Now, as we crest into the final week leading up to Christmas, while it looks like we won't be having a lot of holiday-themed festivities as far as Medarot S is concerned, that still is no reason to knock any of the incoming festivities and events that are incoming. With the second wave of the ZOIDS collaboration, as you see here, we got the introduction of D-Sting and S-Swarter, two of the new models that were joining the fray with this second run of the OG ZOIDS collaboration. This week, we see the release of the third new model that was introduced here, Gojulas, which was introduced this week this previous week as an enemy-only NPC, and kind of got a little bit of a teaser as to how he played and how he looked. But with the numbers officially on the docket, now we can formally review him and see if he's great or not, as well as what he's bringing this week as far as festivities are concerned. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into what was officially announced for this week, starting with the gacha banners and who to expect. Now, as far as new models are concerned, all of the original banners are still sticking around further through the course of this collaboration, but ZID07 Gojulas will be officially joining that banner, with a mostly new kit of Revenge Hammer, Revenge Claw, Disaster, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Hostility. Now, being completely honest, Revenge Hammer and Revenge Claw by themselves are technically still new as far as new skills are concerned and what stuff is being brought to the table, but the mechanics are still relatively similar to Revenge Sword, which we've had for a pretty hot minute now, where as long as the part's HP is under 50%, you get a triple damage bonus and then you unlock the respective damage effect. In this case, it would be the whole effect, the all effect, or the scatter effect, whether it be hammer or claw. And Hostility on Biped Legs, this is actually the second time ever that this leg ability has officially been made, and the first of which on a collab-only model, the original one being on Boson, the successor of the Archdevil series. Now, like I said, we were able to get a little bit of a teaser as what to expect with Gojulas when it did officially go live, and being completely honest, he is a very chunky boy, and the kit most certainly does reflect that very well, as being able to keep his damage controlled in order to maximize those damage bonuses he has going for him. Now, as far as other things are concerned with the boosted rates, we have two relatively old faces that we've not seen in a pretty hot minute in either case. The first of which is the original Bone Dragon, FDR0 Greed, with Laser, Double Sword, Biped Legs, and Shura, who also is capable of tune-up bonuses for extra perks. So that means Shura will get an extra damage bonus when procced, Swords will get a piercing damage bonus on breaking things, Laser will get some charge reduction requirements, and so on. And Greed himself is honestly a very powerful asset to be held, especially even if he plays the role of Glass Cannon. In addition to Glass Cannon, we also have TIG-01 Growsome Tiger from Medarot 9 coming to the fray as well, with a mix of Destroy, Double Assassin, Biped Legs, and No Guard. Now, Growsome Tiger also is capable of meta-changing into a quadrupedal-like form, exchanging her kit out for Charge Blade, Destroy, Counter Guard, Multi-Legs, and Straight. Now, compared to most other models that we may see floating around through boosted rates and extra banners, Growsome Tiger unfortunately really isn't anything really to write home about, since Assassin has kind of fallen hard by the wayside over the last while. And being completely honest, I really don't remember the last time that Assassin was introduced on a new bot or a returning bot. So I'm really hoping that the next time that they do bring it up, Growsome Tiger will have a chance in the spotlight, alongside a handful of other models that did get Assassin as well, to kind of help bring them back up to spec. But her multi-ped meta-change form with Counter Guard is really nice though, as it does mean that it does give her a hand in meta-change shielders if you find yourself at the need. Like I said, with Greed being able to make use of tune-up bonuses, you can make use of him very solidly and relatively quickly right out of the box as well. As far as Fierce Battles are concerned, it's going to be a very heavy utility-based week for males as well, with all the models that you see here. Starting that lineup on this top row is SKD0 Sagoto, with Beam, Double Hold, Biped Legs, and Captor. And we have the Swine Twin of the two alongside Gokudo, which makes 3, HKD0 Hakato, with a Charge Plant, Hammer, Guard 300, Biped Legs, and Fortress. While he may not look like much, he is a relatively chunky boy all the same. And we also have GLM-0 Sekizo with triple missile, tank legs, and continuous speed. On this bottom row, we have DGD-0 Death with Optic Guard, Double Sacrifice, Float Legs, and Mirage. Pt.2 Yellow Turtle with Heater, Double Laser, Tank Legs, and Bullet Rain. And GMN-0 Gemini with Optic Guard, Wave, Hold, Wheeled Legs, and Adapter. Now, being completely honest, a lot of utility-based models means you really can't use one or more of these as a full set because they are, while they may be good in one area or another, they sport a lot of heavy weaknesses that make using them really, really tricky. And that is pretty much the same case for all of them. But if I did have to boil these down to an MVP of the week, I honestly would have to give that to both Sekizo and Gemini specifically, primarily for the case of the legs in both bots. Tank legs with continuous speed means that he does kind of overcome his own slow weakness with the passive boost to his heat stat over the next 5 turns, and wheeled legs with adapter, even if he is a little more on the fragile side. A rank on all terrains with wheeled legs means it's a pretty hard combo to pass up on if you do find yourself in need of those. The other models here also have some very useful parts as well that can be used and collected to hold on to. Togoto in particular for biped legs with capture, hold, or beam if you find yourself in need. Akato for that very mixed range that he brings to the table. Guard 300 and Fortress might be his best bet, honestly. Geo Death mostly for the sacrifice arms if you find yourself wanting to do the sacrifice nuking play. And Yellow Turtle also for the legs with tank legs and bullet rain for your shooter types. So do make sure you at least farm all 6 of these just to have the parts on hand, as more often than not, it's better to have the parts on standby and raise than not have them at all and find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place. Now, Gojulas also has a paid skin that is available on the web store, that is available in the in-game store as well, that can be purchased, much like it was with S. Swarter and a handful of the other models from the OG generation. This one is a black gun-toting style for Gojulas as well. Very nice design, being completely honest. Honestly, I kind of like the wider color of him better, in my personal opinion. I find the guns kind of unnecessary with a very heavy melee-oriented kit, but what do I know? It's still a very nice skin all the same, and for any resident ZOIDS fans out there, this is most certainly going to be another treat on the table that you can partake in if you find yourself able to snag it. Just bear in mind that, as a friendly reminder, if you do buy the skin, this does not give you the model. So do make sure you keep that in mind as you go and as you buy it, or if you choose to buy it. If you have the model, great, you can use the skin. If not, it's just going to sit in your library and look pretty until you do. Now, as far as events are concerned, it's going to be relatively lower quality. Well, not lower quality, but lower tier this week. Lower temperature festivity this week as well, I guess I can call it, because we only have the opportunity to earn 1 extra medal and 1 more profile banner with this wave of the collaboration. With this wave, we can earn the bone version of the Rex medal, which has a mastery in melee, defense, and setup, and leg masteries in biped, multi, and C. As a power nature, it means you can use it very easily and almost readily right out of the box on any of your melee fighters right out of the gate. You can also earn a profile banner featuring Gojulas itself from the original ZOIDS series, and we can also earn more seasonal gacha tickets and other awards, such as rubies, resources, and other items that we might find ourselves in need of. This event specifically, however, will be ticket-based, so bonuses will stack per part equipped. That means if you equip all of, say, Greed as an example, that is a plus 3 per red ticket bonus per part equipped on that particular model. On the topic of red ticket bonuses, Grousum Tiger and Greed, as well as Punai Nena and Clear Maid will give you a plus 3 in that department each, and the Fierce Battles at a plus 1 each. For the Medarotters, for red tickets, the SR version of Azuma will give you a plus 3. The R-rank versions of Adult Ikki, Tenryo, Azuma, or Kohaku will give you a plus 2 and a plus 1 for the N rank, respectively. For the gold ticket bonuses, where a lot of the premium rewards will be going for, such as the medal or any other Metagist or other high-tier rewards. Any of the ZOIDS bots will give you a minimum plus 2 bonus right off the table. So that even includes Shield Liger, who is the freebie from the first run and also came back this week as well, or this previous week as well. You can earn gold ticket bonuses pretty easily through pretty much any model that you did up. And for the Medarotters, same case. If you have any of the Medarotters, it is a minimum +2 bonus to each one equipped across the team, for a maximum of 7 between all 3 if you got that lucky. So again, while you can mix parts, it is also encouraged to use pure sets this time around to maximize those bonuses for sure, so that you can get at least a +12 per bonus, or even a +8 in some cases as well, so that you can maximize your ticket earnings and collect all those rewards pretty quickly. Moving on to other community stuff, just as a friendly reminder, we are always looking for translators to assist us with any current projects or endeavors. Right now, with the big push being toward Medarot 3 and the mangas at the moment, we would love any kind of additional assistance that anyone can offer for that. So if you are knowledgeable in coding, cleaning, Japanese, and have some time on your hands, or if you know somebody that might be able to, definitely feel free to send them our way or join our Discord in the link provided below, and we are more than happy to try to get you in touch with the right people, fill you in, and what still needs done. The more people we have, the faster we can get to it, and the sooner we can enjoy more of those stories. One other thing to mention as well is if you find yourself unable to offer any kind of skill or ability, or if you perhaps don't know anybody that might be able to lend a hand, included below in the description of the video also is a link to various crowdfunding. So if you want to possibly donate to the cause instead, we can commission some of those extra lines of code to be translated on our behalf, to kind of lighten the load on the translators a little bit and make life just a little bit easier all around. Again, link provided to that is below in the description of the video if you do want to take a look at it. Now, something else to mention for our weekly art highlights as I continue onwards, I'm going to try to pick this back up since I kind of slacked off on it over the last month and a half or so. And I've been kind of doing that for a number of reasons, one of which is to kind of let a whole bunch of art float around and just kind of fill up for a while, since I usually stay up to date with it heavily. But for a number of other reasons as well, I've just been busy with a lot of other things and setting up a lot of what-ifs and teasers and trailers and everything like that, so I do hope you guys forgive me for that. But picking back up with the MNN art of the week, this one here by Type CKW is a beautiful grayscale, blue scale piece here of Metsubi, floral Metsubi style design. And being completely honest, CKW's art is always a treat to behold in any Twitter feed, so definitely give them a follow if you'd like to see more of their beautiful art in your feed. Very high quality, beautiful detail and design, especially with a lot of battle type scenes. You will most certainly not be sorry. And this one here from Mirror Mages actually is a piece that I did, because I decided I wanted to highlight it. So, for those that are unaware, a Mirror Mages, the mushroom warlock type that was introduced in Medarot S, is a resident favorite of a lot of us Western fans. And after someone made a domain expansion joke in the Discord server a week or so ago, I decided I was going to jump on it. So here you go. But no, it was a fantastic piece. I had a lot of fun doing it, especially of a model that everyone loves very well. I do a lot of art on my side as well, so if you're not already following me, I'd appreciate that. So you'll be seeing a whole lot more in your feeds as you do keep up to date with it. But moving forward from that, though, I do have another really big announcement, is that if you did tune into my art stream back on Sunday, I think, keyword think, I fixed the scuffing issue on my end with the stream. So I don't think I should have to worry too much about the buffering anymore, at least at the last time I checked it. So I'm going just to assume that it works and not say anything and not touch it, and just hope and pray that I fixed the problem if I did. But that aside, I am going to be hosting another stream if you guys want to hang out with me. I will be playing Anton Blast, finally, as I've been waiting to play it for about a week now, on a semi-blind playthrough. I've watched a friend of mine play the first couple levels relatively consistently, and I have to say, it's going to be a very enjoyable game. I really enjoy a lot of these platformer-type designs, a lot of sprite designs as well, and Anton Blast definitely sparked a lot of things in me, even from the first trailer I saw a year ago. So, make sure you tune in with me on that one for that stream tomorrow, December 18th at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So do make sure you keep up to date with me. Tune in. I'd love to have you with me as we turn Boiler City and other worlds and other levels of Anton Blast into a fireworks show as we decide to take back the spirits that were rightfully Anton's. So we think. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited to play it, and I hope to have you guys with me as well. One final note as well, as before I do wrap us up, as a friendly reminder, I am always open for commissions for art. So if you are looking for a live 2D model ready to rig with all cut up, I can do 3D models with the works, or even just standard art of varying degrees of detail, and I can do emotes. I would absolutely love to try to make something happen and coordinate with you. So feel free to reach out to me on Discord, Twitter, or on Blue Sky, or whichever whichever social media platform is your poison, and we can most certainly try to make something happen with that. But with all that being said, like I said, it is a relatively light week in terms of stuff that's going to be announced for this week. Most of it's stuff we kind of already expected, and a handful of other awards to just to keep the festivities going, especially with the Rex Medal, Bone Rex Medal, I'm just going to call it, and the profile banner, along with a handful of other things. But if you'd like to know more, you can follow us below on Facebook at the Medarot News Network page, or the Metabots Forever community, which is still skyrocketing well past 41,000 members and growing by the day. So definitely make sure you keep up to date in either of those two places. And if Discord is your main platform of choice, you can also join us there, and the link provided and in the comments below to keep an even closer ear to the ground on the action. This includes any new links to merchandise, fan art, contests, my weekly episodes, or anything else of the like. That is the first place you're going to hear it before it goes anywhere else on the net. Additionally, if you'd like to reach out to me personally, you can reach out on Twitter or Blue Sky, or even on Discord at Itsugamikura. So if you have any questions, feedback, comments, suggestions, or if you'd like to try to make something happen with a commission or a collaboration, I would absolutely love to try to make something happen. So definitely feel free to reach out to me on any of those platforms, and we can most certainly try to make something happen and coordinate. Lastly, do give these wonderful pages a follow on Twitter as well. The official Project Rising Beetle Twitter page at Rising Beetle, which keeps all up to date with all the news, much like I do, as well as game anniversaries, or just kind of highlighting a lot of stuff to do with the series in general. And Mr. Tagro at Tagro Chang, who is one of the resident Big Four artists for Medarot and does a lot of fantastic designs for this, and has remained pretty close with it over the last several years. So definitely give them your support as well for everything that they do for our wonderful community. But with all that being said, as always, I do appreciate you all for stopping in, just as you always do. And until next time, this is your host, Kura Isagami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.